Alright, so today is December 8th. Market's waiting for FOMC, which is already pricing a high chance of rate cuts. We are still one time framing up. We're a little overdue for a pullback in my opinion. We still have a gap fill, still have those single prints. But market is still is having difficulty moving down. We have short-term value below with a 20-day point of control at 68.42. The 5-day point of control is up here at 68.80. So for today, that's the first area to watch for a magnet with some support at Friday's lows. And then if we start trading inside November's range, right, which is at 68.64, then I'm gonna be looking for a move down to 68.42, the 20-day point of control, and see if we can continue from there or if we bounce from there. But the scenario below, I said it several times because we've been in this area for a while, but still looking for this 6800s to be a little bit of support, and then eventually a gap fill and a test of this area, which could happen pretty fast if we get into this area. The monthly pivot is at 67, 69 to 64. So this area is also a high volume node for the last 90 days. So if we get here, I expect a little bit of support here before we even test the single print. So I'm not saying that's going to happen today because the expected move for the week is 90 points, which take us to the 6800s. So the market is not pricing that, but you know, with FOMC around the corner, any surprises could make this move larger than expected. On the upside, we still have the same references I've been pointing out. We had the target at 69.04 for last week, and then the high of the week was 69.05. So we got 1 point above that, and then we pulled back. And then above we still have those targets 69.21 and the all-time highs at 69.54, and then from there that's 7,000 big round number with the JP Morgan position, sorry, and then that's it. That's, you know, the year is ending, so we'll see if we can test that before the year is over, because then on the 31st they roll that. Nasdaq, same structure, pretty strong, holding above November high. It has those 3 sessions, which we need to start trading inside this 3-day value in order for us to see lower prices. The 20-day point of control is at 25,600 for NQ, and then below that we still have this little bit of poor structure, but way below that. Like we don't have any gaps like NES, but we do have those single prints way below 25,000, so we have room for that. Crude broke above the 50 moving average, came back to the point of control, which is now at 59.20. So we are in this, you can see the range between 60.40 and 58.40. So 2-point range there. Any failed breakouts, we look for a move back down to or up to 59.20. And gold, the other day I said I was bearish because of seasonality. I took a short, I got stopped out, but then I re-entered when we tested the main trend line, because I had entered on the secondary trend line, but on the main trend line, when I saw that the sellers were really pushing, then I re-entered made up all the losses and a little more, but now we're back into that balance area. So I'm expecting another leg down to test this support again, just because of the strength of that move from Friday after failing to break above. I'm expecting to see another leg down, also because of seasonality, right? So if I see that the order flow is negative today on gold, I might take another shot at shorting it to target that yearly VWAP, which is at 41.65, and then see how far it can get. If it can go into this distribution down here and test the 50 moving average around 4100. Let's see what else. Tomorrow we have JOLTS, FOMC on Wednesday, and jobless claims on the 11th. So those are the things to watch for. All right, that's it for today. Good luck.